Oh,
Let's see. Hopefully. Does it say it's recording?
Yes.
Okay, yes, great. Great. Okay. So we'll start with a minute of silence. Okay, so we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you're able to and would like to, please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And then now we will have a national anthem. I really liked that video when I found that. All right. So now we're going to talk about, we'll go real quickly through the who, what, where, when, how, and why. Who's this group for? It's for military veterans. We talked about this at the beginning. Anybody who wants to do business to business networking with them. And the group is for sharing helpful information. It's a connection hub for business and organizations that want to connect with or are run by our nation's heroes. I'm really excited for y'all to hear about what John McCrandall is going to be talking about today. It's what this whole meeting is about. And then we'll be promoting one another's businesses, services, or organizations. Where are people from and where do we meet? Well, everywhere. Sea to shining sea and overseas, and we meet on Zoom. When do we meet? Right now. And you can make the adjustment for your time zone. It's normally 3 o'clock. And normal Zoom courtesy for the meeting. And then why do we meet? Well, we just want to be resourceful, help everybody get connected, camaraderie, encouragement, empowerment, and fellowship, and anything y'all want to make out of this. The Scuttlebutt Club is a domain name that I bought for this group and created a landing page for. And you can share that with people to invite them to the meeting. And it has a link for the Alignable group. It also has the Zoom meeting link, and it has a form at the bottom that you can fill out if you have not signed up to be a Spotlight speaker. Our next opening is in August, so I encourage you to get on it right away because they are filling up fast, but I have spots open all the way into January. So if you want to do something more towards a certain time of year, just choose more than one date though, if you're going to sign up to be a Spotlight speaker. Makes it easier for me. And then if you pull it up on the computer, it has a really cool fireworks show behind it. Now, our group as of yesterday had 1,100 members, and our sister group, the Military Spouse Business Owners Group, had 669 members. So we are growing. And now we are going to, I'm going to stop sharing so everybody can see each other. We're going to have our business brief. So this will give you 30 to 60 seconds to talk and tell us where you're from. If you served, please let us know what branch you served in, anything you want to tell us about that, and what you do, and maybe who you serve. And Terry, would you like to call on people?
Sure. Let me get my paper so I make sure I don't repeat it. Okay. Oh, let's go with Ruben.
Hello, everybody. If you liked the landing page that Angela showed you and the QR code, that's exactly what I do. I'm a veteran. I paint every Wednesday with veterans. They're in Nashville and I'm in St. Louis, so we paint every week. And so if you know of anybody that needs a landing page coupled with a dynamic QR code, I can help them with that. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruben. Okay, let's go with Santa Claus.
Muted? No, I'm not. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I seen the meeting and I thought, hey, I haven't been on this one yet. I might as well jump on this one. And the short about it, it's real, it's there, it's I can't disguise it, so I might as well utilize it. And I make people smile. And in this goofy world that we live in, a lot of people don't even have a reason to smile. But I'm proud to say one of my new initiatives is right behind me. And would you like to have Santa on your marketing team? But I just signed up Project Die Hard, a veteran-run organization that is a very worthwhile organization that helps our veterans one day at a time, hopefully overcome the nastiness of veteran suicide. So I'm very proud to say I've got a veteran society or veteran association in my family. So anybody wants to chat about it, I'd love to. Sorry, I'm not a veteran, but I definitely respect our veterans.
You don't need to be a veteran to be on this.
Yeah, Santa wanted to let you know that our very first Spotlight speaker was Project Die Hard.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with Deb.
Hi. It's been a while since I've been on this, but it's great to see everybody. I am not a veteran. I had a connection with someone who was it was militarily connected. He worked with the military overseas, and I had an opportunity to go live with him twice in Kuwait, which was quite a culture shock. I'm a Mary Kay consultant, and I'm very happy to be here. Great to see you, Santa.
Thank you, Deb. Let's go with Ben.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ben Rusk. My company is Wisdom and Wealth. And what we do is we help people protect their money with gold and silver. So if you know of anybody looking for a trusted source to acquire gold and silver, send them my way and I'll be happy to help them out. And we're holding our convention right now in Las Vegas. So if you know anybody down there, have them get over to the Paris Hotel and they will see everything going on live and in living color. So there you go.
Thank you. Let's go with Yolanda.
Hi, my computer.
Hi, your phone overheated, huh?
Yes, my phone overheated, so here I am. So I guess we're doing one-to-one, or not one-to-ones, elevator pitches. I am Yolanda with Savored Moments Travel. I am a travel planning concierge, which means I take care of all of the details of your dream vacation. Whether it is a multi-generational family, couples, friends that want to travel together, or if you belong to an organization or a club that likes to travel. I like to help you build connections with your tribe. And then I also am working on launching for business, small business people, entrepreneurs, speakers, coaches, anybody that needs their travel logistics taken care of. All the big corporations and mega speakers and coaches have a travel department or what have you. But the small business person does not. So I want to help you with that. So if you need any travel needs taken care of or know anyone who does, just send them my way. Yolanda with Savored Moments Travel.
Thank you, Yolanda. Okay, let's go with Dennis.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dennis Schroeder. I live in a small town called White House, Tennessee. It's about 30 minutes north of Nashville. I am a 24-year Army veteran, and I run a small nonprofit organization called the Price of Freedom Foundation, where we collect, preserve, and tell the complete life stories of those who died in or because of military service. We produced our first book honoring a service person. We're working on several others, and hopefully we'll be starting to tell the story of Angela's son as well, too. So that's what we do, and we're definitely looking for folks that want to join our cause or can introduce us to others who can either be served by us, want to volunteer with us, or can be sponsors for parts of what we do.
Thank you, Dennis. Okay, let's go with Wayne.
Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me well. My fan is blowing, so it may be a little noisy.
You're good.
I am in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I am a photo and video professional. Been doing that for 20 years, and I'm on a new mission to help business owners tell their story with documentary style videos. So I just am about to put my information in the chat, and you can contact me if that sounds intriguing.
I'll definitely be contacting you. Okay, let's go with Monica. Monica, we're doing our 45 seconds, who you are, what you do, and how can we help you.
Yeah, hi everybody. My name is Monica, and I am in just north of Atlanta, Georgia. And I help people that have asthma and allergies and any kind of breathing issues. I also do nutrition, for the same people or others that are trying to get their health, back, and just so that the body can learn how to fight for us because it can. I think we have so much. I love the medical field. I love doctors, but I think we have given them so much power to deal with our bodies, and there are things we can do, and that's what I teach people to do, that they get to do what they do But if we as people get to be the ones that actually take care of our health, and then, you know, when we work together, you know, the body actually knows how to heal. And so I'm looking for people who have been maybe diagnosed with any kind of, we call them actually lifestyle, because most of the diseases that we suffer from are lifestyle. You know, so people who have high blood pressure, diabetes, heart issues, want to avoid them. So I actually help them to do that nutritionally. And it's not a diet, it's actually a way of life. And that way you never have to go on the diet again. And your body really heals itself from the inside out.
Thank you, Monica. Now remember, everyone, put your information in the chat. So at the end, we can save the chat. And then whoever wants to do a one-on-one, then you have that information. Let's go with Bill. Hi, Bill.
So I'm a military dependent. First 21 years of my life was U.S. government sent my dad and me all over the place. I'm sure there's probably somebody else here who can relate. Since then, I've done a bunch of different things, but the current incarnation of me is leadership training, specifically for middle managers and first level team leads. I've spent 20 plus years here in Silicon Valley running software teams, and in the process created a system that I actually have to give my dad a huge amount of props for. The foundational perspective of this, he actually gave me when I was a kid, that leadership's about helping the people on your team operate better. And since his job was loading bombs and bullets onto airplanes, he couldn't do that by himself. I've leveraged that throughout my tech career, and my teams have consistently, A, been very happy, and B, done a bunch of things people said were impossible. So I've now systematized it, and we're teaching to other people. To anybody who wants to get better at leading teams, software or otherwise, more than happy to chat. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's go with Scott.
Hi, Scott Springer, president of Chubble Consulting Group. I'm a former Navy veteran. I'm a business growth specialist, published author. I specialize in helping small to mid-sized manufacturing companies scale up exponentially. That's what I do.
What's the name of your book, Scott?
The Turnaround Guy. I spent year after year going from company to company, like turning around plants, getting them to run properly, companies that were having issues, and just fixing companies, getting headhunted, moving on to the next one. So that's it.
Okay. Well, somebody might want to purchase your book, so please feel free to put that in the chat. Okay. Thank you. Okay, John Petros. Sorry. John P., you're up.
He's muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
We can.
Good. I'm John Petro, Senior, owner of Mill City Marketing, MA. If your business is looking for more clients or customers, I'm one of your go-to people. I do online ads on all social media platforms, now using AI to get top quality results. And I am also looking forward to July 1st, when I will be spotlight speaker, where you people will get more details about what I do. And the way you guys can help me is, if you know anybody looking for that help, send them my way. More than willing to help. Don't mind me if I keep disappearing off to the side, helping my wife fold towels, which is one of her businesses.
Oh, you're a good man. Okay, let's go with the other John.
I'll be speaking later, but my company is Coastal Staffing Group. We help businesses and people find the right fit for each other.
Okay, I'm looking forward to hearing you. Okay, let's see. Let's go with Dave.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. I have not been in the military, but I have several relatives, father-in-law, aunts, uncles who have. So I have a deep respect. And so I'm really here to listen, learn, and support. We do have a product called Jack Trade, which is specially made for small businesses. It's a combination e-commerce, CRM, email marketing, inventory management, and field service management tool that replaces about 11 apps that most people use in their businesses. Fully two-way connected to QuickBooks, and with bill payment as well, opportunities to process payments. So I'm here to help. I'm here to support. That's really it. Ask me anything, and if I can help, I'll do that. Lastly, I have just started a political action committee, using our technology to help weed out fake votes, help. We're going to be supporting candidates who use common sense, making places making it easier for us to live here. So I'll give you more on that as I get the website up and everything, but bear in mind it will be very much in the spirit of this group. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's go with Stephen, help me out here.
Stephen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Said and spelled the right way. Yeah. So, are you searching for a unique and cost-effective way to reach a dedicated audience? Look no further than Tales of Nihilism. Our upcoming events like Plastic City Comic-Con and Veteran Comic-Con offer prime advertising space with limited available slots. Join us in showcasing your business to engage a community of comic enthusiasts and veterans. With our personalized approach and comprehensive social media campaigns, your ad will stand out and make a lasting impression. Don't miss out on this opportunity to elevate your brand with Tales of Nihilism.
Very good. Okay, let's go with Ian.
Sorry, late to the party and ill prepared. How you doing, Angela? Good to see you.
Good, no worries. Glad to have you here.
Good. So I don't know how many people have heard it. Some haven't. Some have. But the infinite banking concept is what I work with. The people I work with actually learned from Nelson Nash himself, who put out the book Becoming Your Own Banker. And my whole idea is to get people out of the banks where they're subject to fines, fees, taxes, all the nonsense, out of the conventional things. As people probably know, we're on a cycle, and we've reached the top of the cycle of the bonds and the stocks, and we're moving into commodities. And I just helping people prepare for that and move over towards that. So if they're interested in talking and learning more about the whole process and how to protect themselves and their future, their family, their businesses, that's what I'm here for, helping to understand and see.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. I guess it's my turn. In fact, did I forget anyone? Because I can do that. Okay. My name is Terry Moore, and I am a certified transformational coach, a visionary coach, and a best-selling author of my book, Face to Face with God, My Best Friend. And also I'm a certified professional national speaker. So I'm a motivational speaker, and I love to do that. So what I'm all about is I'm all about empowering individuals to be their very best, to find the best version of themselves. So that's my personal development side, but I am a business coach as far as helping individuals to capture their vision, to figure out why they're not capturing their vision. There could be obstacles from your past that's holding you back, that's keeping you stuck. And that's what I do. I've been a coach for almost 12 years. Absolutely love it. And I've helped over thousands of business owners help capture that vision for their employees and themselves. So I offer 30-minute complimentary sessions. So please reach out to me and let's do a one-on-one. Take it over, Angela.
All righty, thank you. And I would like to stop a minute and get a picture of everybody, if y'all don't mind. I like to give everybody warning instead of like, y'all see later, there's this picture of you like making a funny face. So, well, if you want to make a funny face, go ahead. But anyways, here we go. I'll say 1, 2, 3. Okay, that'll work. I just got to clip it here. Okay. All right. Let me get back to sharing my screen. Oh, what I do. So I am a financial literacy educator and a financial professional with a company called WealthWave. And what I am looking for, if you know anyone in the military who is wanting to get into a skills bridge program, we offer a Department of Defense qualified skills bridge program that can go from anywhere from 30 up to 180 days from when they get out. They'll still be paid by the military and also be getting training, and they end up getting all of their licenses, and in the end can become, depending on how soon they start, they end up being a certified financial planner, certified financial educator. They get their insurance license, their securities, and all of that. So if you know anybody in the military, please send them my way and let us have a discussion, see if I can help them out. All right, get back to sharing my screen. So we are going to talk about our hero highlight today, which I'm going to ask John to take a minute or two to tell us a little bit about your service, Semper Fi, in the Marines. Thank you so much for your service. And I want to thank each and every one of you who have served or who have supported family members who served. I have two sons, John, who are active duty Marines right now. So that's why I always say Semper Fi.
Semper Fidelis.
Yes, Semper Fidelis. So tell us about your what you did and where you served.
Okay. Well, I would like to start from the beginning, if you guys don't mind.
Sure.
I was a 16-year-old kid with a drug addict mother and abusive father. I moved out. I grew up in Flint, Michigan. I moved out, lived on my friends' couches, did whatever I had to do to continue to wrestle and to graduate high school. I was actually homeless for a bit. My buddy was joining the Marine Corps for my wrestling team. And so I decided I would join with them. At first, they looked at me. I was a chunky kid, wrestling at 215. I couldn't go to boot camp unless I weighed 180. They didn't want to talk to me. But by the end of the wrestling season, the recruiter came to one of the tournaments and was like, "Hey, how are you doing? Long time no see." I actually had lost enough weight to join the Marine Corps. And, like most Marines, we had rough childhoods, and I joined, and I thought it was going to, just be a stepping stone to the rest of my life, and it ended up saving me. I ended up spending 21 years in the Marine Corps, and I attained the rank of gunnery sergeant by the time I retired. And it was a long journey. I did a lot of cool things. I went to like 16 different countries. I was in telecommunications. I served with the grunts, the artillery batteries. I served with a whole bunch of different types of organizations. My favorites were the infantry battalions, and being with Com Company at the division level. I got to see some really cool places, did a lot of cool things. I also served in some really bad places and seen some things that none of us would ever want to see. And they leave scars. They leave you with stuff that you didn't even know that you had, until you stop serving with your brothers and sisters. And when I retired at 21 years, I still had a server's heart. My server's heart led me to be an HR gentleman. And HR was cool. I while I was in serving, I obtained a master's degree in organizational management with a focus on human resource management. And I joined a organization up here in Michigan on the west side of the state, being an HR manager, right out of the Marine Corps. So the day I retired, technically the 31st of the month, because that's when the Marine Corps retires their people, as always the 31st of the month. The first of the month, I was in this new company, standing in and ready to hit the ground running. And I found the transition to be very, very difficult. Civilians seem to complain about the dumbest stuff compared to Marines, and I mean no offense to anyone, but as a gunnery sergeant in Marines, if one of my Marines came in and said, "Hey, the vending machine doesn't have the right ramen noodles. I want these ramen noodles," I would have approached it a little different than I had to in the civilian. So, I took that with a grain of salt, but I wanted to help on a much bigger stage. You can influence the culture of an organization. I brought that feeling of family and actually being a leader, leading from the front, setting the example, and actually getting to know my people and put a smile on their face. I brought that organization from 158 employees when I started to 192 when I left. Within about a month and a half, they were back down to 163 employees. And that was because the difference between a manager and a leader and a supervisor and a true leader. I believe, I couldn't tell you. I know from talking to the people that left, they left because I left, honestly. But I wanted to help people on a bigger scale. So I started an organization called Coastal Staffing Group. Coastal Staffing Group, like I told you earlier, joined.
That fits right into.
So Coastal Staffing Group is an organization that helps employees find the right fit of culture and position based on their skills, their goals, where they believe they want to go, and their backgrounds. And an organization that believes that candidate would be a great fit for them. We don't just throw numbers out there. We're not a company that is just going to say, "Hey, number 3, go to this company. Number 4, go to this company." That's not who we are. We are a staffing agency. We truly believe the staffing is the most important part. Just like when you serve or your family members have served, they'll always tell you that the troops around them or the Marines around them or their troops, that's what the focus needed to be on. And that's what I brought to this company. And I'm not saying I'm the greatest leader that ever existed, but I will tell you I am a leader who truly believes in investing your time and your efforts into your people, because ultimately they're the ones that create the results. Coastal Staffing Group is a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business. I am technically 100% disabled through the Veterans Affairs organization. I'm not saying I can't work, but I can tell you my body hates me every morning when I wake up. So it takes me about 20 minutes to get moving, and then I get to work. I'm here at 8 o'clock every day. I leave at 4 p.m. But my job is so much bigger than sitting in an office or just sitting down with a company or an individual. My goal is to get people back to work, build a work ethic that we used to have when I went in 2000, and when I came out, it was non-existent. And then I'm not saying that COVID didn't help that along, but when I first got out, it was tearing down. But I also want to help people get a second chance. My true passion, my true goals are to get individuals a second chance at life. So you have people obviously transitioning from the military. I work with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. to help veterans all across the nation find jobs. And I do that for free. That has, I don't make any money off of that. It's just helping my brothers and sisters. I don't have the money in my pocket to donate a whole bunch of money to them. So I donate my time and my efforts. I also work with other organizations trying to get people back from, you know, addiction and from prison and parole and probation, to give those people a second chance. So the Marine Corps saved my life. I was lucky. My background was good enough. I was in good enough shape, and they were willing to take me, even though, you know, I had some childhood trauma that affected my life. They willing to give me a chance. And the Marine Corps saved me, and I'm here to help other people and let them know that there's somebody in their corner who's willing to fight. And Coastal Staffing Group is that. We are that. We will not stop. We will always fight for our people. And that includes our companies, but that also includes the actual individuals that make the money for the companies, make the money for me, and allow me to pay the bills. We take people from addiction and we try to give them purpose. Purpose is the biggest thing you can give anyone. People returning from military service, it's giving them another purpose, letting them know that there are other veterans here that understand and want to give them a second chance in life, and understand and are here to talk to them about the issues that they have with being in crowds, or having to show their back to other people while they're working, or not being able to see the closest door to them to get out all the time. It's about understanding. It's about understanding addiction. My mom was addicted to drugs and honestly drank herself into the grave in 2006. She had liver failure and died 3 days before my first marriage. It is a cycle. It is something that is truly hard for people to get beyond. But if they go to their meetings and they're doing the right things, then they should have somebody in their corner that wants to fight. Same thing with people coming out of prison, probation, parole, whatever you want to call it. They've done their time, they made their mistake, and it's hard for them to walk in the door of a company without somebody there to try and open it for them. And I do that, and my company does that, and we try our hardest and fight our hardest to make sure that every individual knows that someone cares about them and knows that they have somebody in their corner to fight for them. That is Coastal Staffing Group. That is what we do, and we strive. We work with nonprofits. We work with for-profits. We work with whoever can give people the best opportunity in life, except for big corporate companies. We try to stay away from them because they treat our people like numbers. So we stick with the smaller and the medium companies. I will tell you right now, it's very hard, not just for my company, but the companies I work with, because I don't want any politics in this, but right now, the only way that you are going to stay in business is if you are a huge corporation. They're trying to get rid of the middle class. They're trying to get rid of small and medium businesses. And I don't want to offend anyone, but that is facts. And I am fighting every day for those people that want to be in the middle class, want to better their lives. And I'm fighting for these businesses that are going out of business because they can't keep up with inflation. They can't do the things that they want to, or they tried to start growing and it's failing. We're here to help. And that's what we do, is we bridge that gap for everyone. I'm open to any questions. I'm open to
I'm gonna stop sharing so you can see everybody in case of pops their hand.
I'm open to answer anything you want. There's no shame in my game. I'm here to help.
Yolanda, did I see your hand up?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
So do you staff locally or nationally?
So I staff locally primarily, but I do staff nationally. I've done some contractor work in a couple different states. I work with a nonprofit that has housing for homeless people that want to get their life back on track. So currently I'm looking to staff in Nevada and Florida. And the next one's going to be St. Louis, Chicago, and I will be the primary contact here in Michigan to get it started up over here. They're actually making me a part of their organization as a volunteer, as Director of Employment Communications or something. I don't know a title. It doesn't really matter. The titles don't matter. It's about helping people. Does that answer your question, ma'am?
It does. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question. When you say small to medium-sized businesses, how small and
So
how
we
big?
go from organizations that need one person and they're a 50-person shop all the way up to probably around 1,000. Once you get over 1,000, you're looking at large corporation, multi-sites, multi-locations across the nation. And we try to stay away from those just because it's hard to focus on the individual in a big C like that. I want our people to be known by name and to actually, have someone there that asks them how their day is going, ask them, what can we do to help improve your time here, and how do we get you to stay until you're 49. I had an individual at the company I worked with that worked 49 years at the exact same position, the exact same job, and he loved it. He was still going. So
I definitely see a need for training for the transition from military to civilian work. Do you offer any kind of actual training, like,
So
okay, we do it like this in the military, but you would do it like this over here?
So we do, like here in the state of Michigan, they have trade time courses and associate's degrees that can be paid for. And we help set up internships. We also have our own trade time courses. So we train people up to an apprenticeship level, and we try to connect them with the trades, a carpenter, a plumber, electrician, HVAC systems. We actually have a building where we have a little apartment that's on the second deck, the second floor for anyone that doesn't speak naval terminology. And it's an apartment, and they actually go in there and they practice their trades. We also do welding as well, but that's not done in the apartment. That usually you're not doing too many welds. You're doing more soldering pipes and stuff like that. So,
Does anybody else have any questions? And I have one other question, because I didn't want to ask another question if somebody else had another question. But,
Yeah, I was.
Oh, Stephen, go ahead.
I was going to say, could you tell us more about the other organization you said you partnered with as well?
Yeah, let me give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull them up real quick. I don't want to misquote them about what they do because it's a very brand new partnership. So give me 1 second.
There are actually a lot of organizations that have been represented in these meetings that I think would be really good connections for you.
Well, I do work with one that's local here. It's called the Fresh Coast Alliance. What they do is they house people coming back from addiction. They give them housing. They try to provide transportation. They have support groups, all of that to help internally. And I'm trying to help those individuals find positions that are going to work with their schedule. They're also going to, understand what these individuals are going through and work with them to get them jobs. But this other organization, I was just looking at it and my brain shut down. So give me 1 second.
Yeah, while you're looking for that, do you
It's called
hear-
Beyond Living. So I don't know how to share this. Can someone tell me
Oh,
how to
yeah, I had a quick question. Like a company like mine is 1099. Do you help them
I work with
find?
1099 employees, yes.
Awesome. We should definitely get together and talk.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 1099 is just another name for contractor work.
Yeah, contract. Yes. All right.
So-
Well, thank you so much. That was a
But,
great presentation. If you have anything else you want to add.
The Beyond Living organization, they have their own webpage. It's beyondliving.org. You can go there. It's a nonprofit. And like I said, that's what they do. The Tunnels and Towers is also the nonprofit. So that's another organization, but all of them are here to support people in general. So
Do I have your information on here correct?
yes.
Okay, great. If y'all want to take a screenshot of this, be sure to go on to John's Alignable page. If you have LinkedIn, John, if you want to share that or any information that we can go on and like, link, connect, follow you. And is there anything else we can do to help you with your business? Because that's what we're here for, is to.
Right now I need more companies. A lot of companies are suffering through this time. And, I'm very broad in what I do. I work with all the way from janitorial work to plant managers. And that's, metal, that's non-ferrous, ferrous, that's stainless steel, glass, plastics, fiberglass, pavement, blacktop, asphalt, landscaping, any leads that you can give me, I can guarantee you there's somebody in those communities that need help. And there are companies out there that need help finding quality people. And that's what I can provide and help assist with. So
Thank you so much, John. And I encourage everybody to set up one-to-ones with John and get connected and see what kind of referrals you can send his way. These are our other spotlight speakers that are coming up. If you see your name and your face up there and you're like, wait a minute, I didn't know I was supposed to speak on that date, please mark your calendar. And if you need to reschedule for some reason, let me know. And let's see, this is what we have for the next couple of months, next few months, actually. So we have a date open August 12th, and then we're looking at September. And Yolanda, I did put you down. I guess you probably got my email. And Dennis, too, I've got you on there as well. And Ian, I've got you for August 5th. And Steven's on July 29th. So
David's got his hand up.
Huh?
Hi, yeah, I just raised my hand. John?
Yeah.
You may want to join the Friday group or I think it's Friday. It's the construction and service industry group.
Yeah, I am
idea.
a part of that group. I just haven't went to any of the meetings yet. I get so busy.
Oh, because I mean, they were literally complaining about how they cannot find help. So
Okay.
yeah, and I'm telling you right now, when I go on Craigslist, because often I'm looking for people that are looking for like fractional CFOs or, some kind of issue. And I'm thinking, that's what my software does, is automates over 100 business processes. So
Yeah.
I see them I'm seeing 6-figure offers for HVAC guys, there's a lot out there.
The issue I've found with a lot of those bigger jobs is they want to find the big corporate staffing companies to fill them because they think that they're going to do it better than somebody who actually is willing to put in the time and effort to find the right person for the right position. I also have a SAM. If you guys don't know what a SAM is, it allows me to do federal contracts as well.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I think you need to start putting together a database and starting to email people regularly, even if it's nurturing, even if they're not looking for a job right now, but put them in your database and start regularly sending things out and saying, hey, we're here, and be the first person that they think of when it's time to change or whatever. And I don't know if you can get federal databases. I don't know if you can get databases of people who've been in the military in any way. I don't know how you do that, but I mean, if you want to focus on that, I think it's admirable. And I mean, I know there are people looking. You just need to get them to know John. And even though they're not ready right now, keep them handy so they go, oh, wait a minute, that John guy, he emails me every month. I need to talk to him. Where's that email? Where's that email? Because you're on the right track, and I'm just seeing, you with people looking for jobs, and all these people out there looking for good people that have a job, and somehow we got to bridge that gap.
I definitely see a good one-to-one between you all for sure. Thank
Yeah,
you.
definitely.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm going to try to
real
move through this so we can get finished up on time as close as possible. But April it's the end of the month of the military child. I couldn't help but leave that up there the whole time y'all were talking because it was just too cute. And tomorrow, I believe, is National Military Brats Day. I believe somebody mentioned they were a military brat. And then Silver Star Service Banner Day is for those who were wounded or who are ill or suffering from their service. And oh, that was not supposed to be there. So our inspirational thought is from Albert Einstein: strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. And I think that's what John is doing for sure. And I want to thank you all for being here. And I'm going to stop sharing. And does anybody have anything they want to add? Any announcements?
I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
You can have the smallest foot in the world, but you can always leave a huge impression. So take that with you. I might not be the biggest company in the world, but I'm trying to make as big an impression as I possibly can to help people.
Wow. Every big company out there started usually in somebody's garage somewhere. Even like Texas Instruments, I used to work for them years ago. They started in a garage. So if you ever get discouraged and think you can't go up against them big guys, just remember there's something to be said for networking and getting to know people, and it's just amazing what can happen. So all right, well, I want to thank y'all for coming, and hope y'all can be here next week. I'm gonna really encourage you to come. Terry is going to be our fearless leader next week, and I'll try to be here if I can, but I might be driving a U-Haul truck about that time. And if anybody has any announcements, any meetings that you think anybody needs to know about, feel free to share that. Hi, Monica, you didn't get a chance. You came in late, so you didn't get a chance, did you? Or did? Oh, yeah, you did.
She did.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, Monica was our spotlight speaker a couple of weeks ago, and I encourage you to go on the scuttlebutt.club and watch her presentation.
Okay.
And John, I'll be putting yours on probably in the next week or so here. I'll put yours on there. And always, if you want to, like I said, if you want to invite people next week, I like to see us grow, and not just so that we can grow, but that we can reach out and help more people with our businesses. Thank you all so much.
Never underestimate the power of networking.
Yes,
exactly.
Who said that?
Santa.
Santa. Okay. I couldn't see your lips moving.
Kind of hidden a little bit.
Yeah.
John, never give up on the dream.
Thank
I'll-
you for
I'll-
being here, Santa.
I'll always say you can have the best plan in the world until you get punched in the face.
Absolutely.
Very true.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone. Have a good weekend.
Merry
Oh, bye,
Christmas.
Terry.
Bye.
Terry, are we still meeting?
We are meeting?
Are you said you wanted to meet after this meeting.
Oh, I did?
Yeah. But if you don't, that's fine. I got things to do. And John, I didn't know, did I mention to you that I have 2 sons who are active duty Marines?
You did, ma'am. Where are they located at?
One is in Japan. He's a C-130 aircraft mechanic.
Mainland or Okinawa?
No, he is mainland. He's in
Iwakuni.
Iwakuni. And the other one is getting out in July. He's really struggling with what to do. I've been trying to encourage him to do this Skills Bridge program with WealthWave.
How long did he serve?
So Ben will have been in 4 years. Grady has been in for 5, but he re-enlisted.
Okay.
Grady's the one that's in Japan.
Okay, I was gonna say if the one that was getting out was like at 8 years, I would tell him just rethink about it.
So that's funny because that's what everybody keeps telling me to